The ancient Egyptian civilization is one of the most enduring and fascinating cultures in human history, with a legacy that continues to captivate the world today. Its rise can be traced back to the unification of Upper and Lower Egypt around 3100 BCE. This pivotal event is attributed to the first pharaoh, Narmer, also known as Menes. He not only united the two regions but laid the foundation for what would become one of the most influential empires the world has ever seen. Ancient Egypt's location along the Nile River was crucial in its development. The Nile, often referred to as the lifeblood of Egypt, provided fertile soil, making it one of the most agriculturally productive regions in the ancient world. The river's regular flooding each year deposited nutrient-rich silt onto the surrounding land, creating conditions ideal for growing crops. This agricultural prosperity allowed Egypt to develop into a powerful state, supporting a large population and enabling the construction of monumental structures. The unification of Egypt under Narmer marked the start of the early dynastic period, a time of social and political consolidation. Pharaohs, who were seen as both rulers and divine figures, played a central role in maintaining order, ensuring the prosperity of the land, and defending it from external threats. The concept of Ma'at, the divine order and balance of the universe, was essential to the pharaoh's duties. A pharaoh's primary responsibility was to uphold Ma'at through wise governance, military success, and religious devotion. These early kings were not only military leaders, but also spiritual figures, believed to be intermediaries between the gods and the people. As Egypt entered the Old Kingdom, around 2686 BCE, the civilization reached a level of sophistication that set the stage for one of its most iconic achievements, the construction of the pyramids. These monumental structures, particularly the Great Pyramid of Giza, became symbols of the pharaoh's power and the Egyptian belief in the afterlife. The pyramids were not just tombs. They were designed to protect the pharaoh's body and ensure his journey to the afterlife, where he would join the gods. This era also marked the beginning of Egypt's expansion beyond its borders. As the Old Kingdom pharaohs secured their territory, they pushed into Nubia to the south and into the Sinai Peninsula and Levant to the northeast, ensuring access to critical resources such as gold, timber, and copper. During the Old Kingdom, Egypt also developed sophisticated systems of administration. Bureaucrats, who were often trained scribes, played a key role in maintaining the kingdom's day-to-day operations, managing land, overseeing agriculture, and collecting taxes. Egypt's hierarchical society was well organized, with a clear structure that ranged from the pharaoh at the top to the laborers and farmers at the bottom. The construction of the pyramids was a massive undertaking, requiring the labor of thousands of workers, including skilled artisans, engineers, and laborers. The Great Pyramid, built for Pharaoh Khufu, remains one of the most impressive feats of engineering in history. Following the decline of the Old Kingdom, Egypt entered a period of instability known as the First Intermediate Period. Political fragmentation and internal strife weakened the central authority of the pharaohs. However, around 2050 BC, Egypt experienced a resurgence during the Middle Kingdom. This period marked a return to stability, and the Middle Kingdom pharaohs focused on strengthening the kingdom's borders, especially in Nubia, where they built fortresses and established control over key trade routes. The Middle Kingdom was also a time of cultural renaissance. Literature flourished, and the Egyptians created some of their most famous stories, including the story of Sinuhe, which provides valuable insight into Egyptian views on exile, identity, and the relationship between rulers and the ruled. The Middle Kingdom also saw the construction of valuable resources such as timber, silver, and precious stones were secured. The New Kingdom also witnessed a flowering of culture and monumental construction. Pharaohs built grand temples, such as the Temple of Karnak, which was dedicated to the sun god Ammonius. The Valley of the Kings, located on the west bank of the Nile, became the burial site for many of Egypt's greatest rulers. The period also saw the reign of famous queens, such as Hatshepsut, one of the few female pharaohs in Egyptian history. She ruled in place of her young stepson, Thutmose III, and during her reign, Egypt experienced a period of prosperity and peace, with extensive trade missions to places like Punt. Another notable ruler of the New Kingdom was Akhenaten, who attempted to shift Egypt's religious practices by introducing the worship of Aten, the sun disk, as the sole deity. Although his religious reforms were short-lived, they marked an important chapter in Egyptian history. Akhenaten's reign also saw significant changes in art, with depictions of the royal family becoming more naturalistic and intimate. Ramses II, also known as Ramses the Great, is perhaps the most famous pharaoh of the New Kingdom. He led Egypt through a series of military campaigns and is known for his long reign, which lasted 66 years. He is perhaps best remembered for his victory at the Battle of Kadesh, one of the largest chariot battles in history, fought against the Hittites. Ramses II's reign also saw the construction of numerous monumental structures, including the temples at Abu Simbel, which are carved into the cliffs along the Nile. Despite the New Kingdom's success, by the end of the 12th century BCE, Egypt began to experience decline. Internal instability, economic challenges, and invasions by foreign powers, including the Sea Peoples and Libyans, led to the weakening of the empire. While Egypt would continue to be a cultural and religious center for centuries, it never regained the power and glory of its earlier periods. The influence of Egypt spread throughout the Mediterranean, and its art, architecture, and religion left a lasting legacy on civilizations in Greece, Rome, and beyond. In conclusion, the rise and fall of ancient Egypt is a story of extraordinary achievements and challenges. From the construction of the pyramids to the expansion of its empire, Egypt's influence was felt across much of the ancient world. Even as the empire declined, its cultural legacy endured, leaving a profound impact on history. Today, we continue to marvel at the monuments, art, and wisdom of ancient Egypt, a civilization that continues to inspire and captivate people around the world. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Also, leave a comment down below with your thoughts or any questions you might have. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.